get when the senses have become subdued. The mind has got a little relaxed from the passions, and some extent of virtue has started developing: kindness, compassion, empathy, sympathy, caring, patience, tolerance. So now a little bit of joy starts coming. That's the sattvic happiness. Bhagavad Gita and the Bhagavad both are saying that sattvic happiness is also what the jnani gets.
Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 6, Dhyan Yoga, the Yoga of Meditation. Sloka chanting is followed by translation and commentary by Swami Mukundananda.
Yunjann evam sadatmanam yogi vigata-kalmashah sukhena brahma-sansparsham atyantam sukham ashnute.
The self-controlled yogi, thus uniting the self with God, becomes free from material contamination, and being in constant touch with the Supreme, achieves the highest state of perfect happiness. There are different levels of happiness in the world. Satvikam sukhamatmotham vishayotham tu rajasam tamasam mohadainyottham nirgunam madapashrayam. There is one tamasic happiness, the happiness you get from the mode of ignorance. So examples of it is the happiness you get from narcotics, dam maro dam, the happiness you get from intoxicants, the happiness you get from anger. Now you question, Swamiji, there's happiness in anger? There's so much happiness. People say, he was troubling me, he had created hell for me, I was so fed up. I taught him such a lesson, he will remember all his life. So that pent-up anger was vented, it gave a sense of relief. That is also a happiness. It is tamasic happiness. Now, are there people who run after tamasic happiness? There are so many who run after intoxicants. I have got well-established devotees in the satsang, very prestigious, and their teenage child becomes an addict. They try and put him in the rehab, he runs away from there, put him in the rehab, runs away from there. Oh my God! So he has made the goal of his life tamasic happiness. Now beyond that is the rajasic happiness, the happiness we get from the objects of the senses. This is what the majority of humankind is running after. The happiness of the senses. And the knowers say, अरे भाई, नहीं कुछ लज्जत है, फिर भी दुनिया जान देती है. There is no real satiation and still the world is crazy after this. नहीं कुछ लज्जत है, फिर भी दुनिया जान देती है. खुदा जाने मोहब्बत में मजा होता तो क्या होता? If there was actual happiness in love, in worldly romance, then what would have been the situation? Without actual happiness, people are going crazy. So this is the rajasic happiness. There is. It's bigger than tamasic. And then bigger than that is sattvic happiness. Sattvic happiness you get when the senses have become subdued, their desires. The mind has got a little relaxed from the passions, and some extent of virtue has started developing: kindness, compassion, empathy, sympathy, caring, patience, tolerance. So now a little bit of joy starts coming. That's the sattvic happiness. And that sattvic happiness is also what the jnani gets. The jnani, who makes it the singular objective to meditate upon the self. The jnani says there is Advait, there is no separate God. I am God, so I am meditating on the self. The jnani gets sattvic sukh. Sattvikam sukhamatmotham. Kaivalyam sattvikam jnanam. The Bhagavad Gita and the Bhagavad both are saying, you get sattvic happiness from Jnana Yoga. So, little bit of philosophy. You see, the Jnani sadhana goes like this. They start off, Tattvamasi, that Brahma is me. That Brahma is you, he tells himself. That Brahma is you. Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi. And then he goes on meditating, Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi. And then reaches this point, Aham Brahmasmi. I am the Brahman. Now there's a promotion in the sadhana. So the Shravan Manan Nididhyasan is Aham Brahmasmi. And that sadhana continues, then the jnani reaches the stage of Brahmasmi. The Aham is now going, Brahmasmi. And then he goes further, just Asmi, I am. And the sadhana rises even higher. Now the jnani is quiet. He has reached Nirvikalp Samadhi. You heard the word, right? Nirvikalp Samadhi. For jnanis, it's the supreme desirable state to be achieved. But even in the state of Nirvikalp Samadhi, Maya has not gone. There are a few entities of Maya that are remaining. Through the Jnana sadhana, the jnani said, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. And then he said, I am not the ego as well. So when the jnani cut the ego, now the triputi, trichotomy, Gyata, Gyeya and Gyan, knower, object to be known and knowledge. This trichotomy finished because the ego of the knower finished. That is the stage of Nirvikalp Samadhi. Now the jnani is situated in self-knowledge, true, realized. But even in that state, two entities of Maya have not gone. Prakriti, Mahan. So that jnani doesn't experience brahma-sansparsham, the bliss of God. Only experiences the bliss of the soul. And the soul being a drop of the ocean, the jnani gets huge bliss. It is immensely bigger in the tamasic happiness, mode of ignorance, rajasic mode of passion, sattvic mode of goodness. It's even bigger than that. The bliss of God is infinite. Yo vai bhuma tat sukham. So now Sri Krishna has said that when somebody practices true yoga and attaches the mind to God, now the brahma-sansparsham, union with God, an experience of that ultimate bliss happens.